into this right here. You guys see Charlamagne and see Boosie. Now we know Boosie has been in the news for all of the wrong reasons over the past few weeks. Some people even calling for him to be canceled after he said what he said to Little Nas X. Well, let's insert Charlamagne the God, because it appears that Boosie has actually set his targets on Charlamagne the God. And here's what he said. He put, "They still got my name in their mouth talking about that GAYS. LOL at Charlamagne the God. You part of the problem. Keep egging these people on your show with this, bro. You're using your platform to support that Nas and his antics. I see what side you on." He said, "F all y'all kid," shaking my head. Dummies. Now, if you guys can remember, when Little Nas X actually went on the Breakfast Club, it was sometime last month, if I'm not mistaken, we actually definitely did call him out because it was really one of the worst things that you can say. Now, we know since then we had Little Nas X Pop come out, his family come out, and went at Boosie and said some pretty credible things about Boosie as well. Pointing out some of the things that Boosie actually promotes. But I took Boosie's side on this particular issue here is because, and like we talked, over the weekend at the conference that we attended, these celebrities, these rap artists are very influential, right? And the fact that they're influential, meaning that people and children mostly, because if any adults follow them, they got to be out of their mind. But children are very influential, and children look up to celebrities and sports stars and rappers just like we do, but almost to a higher extent, almost hero-like. And when you see people doing stuff like when they do stuff, children especially want to copy the things that they do. So I thought it was very irresponsible for Little Nas X at the time to come out and say, "F your kids, don't worry about what I do," because in my opinion, Little Nas hit everybody with the bait and switch when he came out with the Old Town Road. He had everybody on the side, he had the kids on the side, the kids bopping to it, the kids loving it, and then he baited and switched and started really promoting an agenda for whatever reason. Maybe he's really that. Maybe, he's doing it to get on. Either way, you're pushing, in my opinion, an agenda on an unsuspecting group of people. Now, when you talk about the videos that Little Nas X did, when you're talking about the men in prison and them kissing on each other, I think that's irresponsible. But in the same breath, I think it's irresponsible for somebody like a Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion to put out such sexual graphic imagery and lyrics out with a song like WAP and other songs that they put out, who's talking about nothing but having sex with women, with men, and everything in between that. Now, it used to be a time where this stuff was censored, but now it seems like the companies and the big companies are pushing these things out because it's making so much money, not really caring about the effects that it has on the children. No different than alcohol ads, no different than people promoting cigarettes, no different than people promoting lean, no different than rappers promoting Percocets and Molly. It's the same type of effect. Everything is going to have a cause and effect, and the most impressionable people who are going to be affected are the children. That's just common sense. If that wasn't the case, first of all, you got to understand marketing. You got to understand the way that it works. And these big companies know exactly what they're doing. Nothing is by coincidence. Everything is by plan and design to sell a product. If you see a rapper, and they got 2 double cups and it has a logo on it, that's by design. If you see a rapper promoting, lean, Molly, alcohol, that is by design. No different than a rapper promoting their weed brands. They got them on TV and they got a logo on it, and they say, "Look, go here to buy this." It's all one and the same. When you see Little Nas X promoting, it's all one and the same. This business is about marketing and promoting, and about who's going to put what dollar behind what to promote to who. Trust and believe. That's what this is all about. Some people have demographic from 15 to 30. Some people have a demographic that's even younger. Some people got a demographic from 30 to 55. But it's all numbers at the end of the day. And the people that you never see is the ones pulling the strings. Now, the rappers and stuff, they just the puppets. A guy like Lil Nas X, he's a puppet. but it's somebody behind him pulling the strings that's looking at numbers and say, okay, if you do this and you do that, we can get so-and-so to do this. Oh, if you do this and do this, we can get this demographic to buy this. This is, trust me, this is all, this is what this is. And when you got somebody that comes out and says, F you, I think it's horrible. Now, I went on a lot. Let's talk about Charlamagne the God, right? Because definitely respect him and what he's done in his contribution to hip hop and his contribution to the media game and all of that. But let's call a spade a spade. Some things, and when not Lil Nas X actually said that, he actually started laughing. Matter of fact, the whole panel started laughing like, I don't see what was funny about saying F your kids. Now, we understand as parents, we got to take complete responsibility and accountability for what happens to our children. I 100% believe that. But that don't mean we ain't got to call out the BS. Like, we're going to call out the cigarette ads. We're going to call out the rappers promoting gangsterism. We're going to promote the we're going to call out, the over-sexualization. We still got to call that out. At the same time, letting our children know, all right, this ain't the way to go. So don't just think because, we out here and we're raising our children up that we ain't going to call you guys out. We're going to keep our foot 100% on the post and our foot 100% on the necks of the people who will try to sway our children in another way other than the right way. Now, Charlamagne the God, I think, when you get to a certain level, I'm not giving him any out or any excuse. There's certain people, certain toes you're not going to step on because you want to continue to ascend up that ladder. So I don't really expect him to call it like it is 100% of the time. I think he gives us enough, but it's up to other people out there who hold platforms and hold voices, period, to really just call it like it is. And I think that Boosie does that, even though he affects and pisses off a lot of people in the process. I think that he calls it like he sees it and he calls it like it is, and a lot of people do not like that. But it's your brother, Oh God, man. I'm going to digress. I want to hear what you guys think about this particular situation. How do you feel about Boosie calling Charlamagne the God out? Please let me know in the comments.